ngaku ba u arjun unang un start namar ba un im ngaperkhat lawe chong u ba unang un start ba yo kata kacing mut kacing perkhat kin kebabiang wat lada udona rong dan kita kacing kermen ba un kiu syaplang ma kum ba kiu lam mengi kebabiang babin.
So my experience as a teacher in an inclusive setup is here. It started here in Jyoti's Road School, and so I started teaching these deafblind children, and as well as other classes which constituted children who are blind and children who are deaf and children without disability. Most of the teachers in Jyoti's Road School are specially trained. Some are trained in visual impairment, some are trained in hearing impairment, some are trained in handling children with intellectual disability, and few are trained in handling children with autism.
Our focus always is, as I said, we only segregate garbage. For everything else, we include. So we are not saying that our programs are only for persons with disability. They started off with that, because persons with disability need to be included in society. So right from the very beginning, whether it's in the school or in the skill development, we look at people who have been deprived, people who have been most deprived, and we bring them all together. And the focus always is, how do we change the system? You don't change individual people to fit into the system, but we change the system which will include.
Everybody would be scared of him because he was a 12-year-old boy and he looked like he was 6. Tiny little thing. And he didn't have, there was an absence of eye in his left eye absence, or right, and the right eye, his eyeball was popping out. So children used to scream, and most of the teachers were scared. People were generally scared of him. Because of the training, I understood that it was all because nobody would understand his communication. He didn't know how to communicate with others, and others did not know how to communicate with him. My plan for him, my intervention for him, let me say, is I made sure that he learned sign language, which in our deafblind world we call it tactile sign language. So my full concentration was teaching him communications. My name is Lumlang. L-U-M-L-A-N-G. Lumlang.
10 minutes away from Lumlang's house lives a boy named Arjun, who is blind and also under the care of Bethany Society.
Ngade meido chong kakeme chong Arjun. Anda kakeme chong Arjun pat kala khai Arjun pra banai mo ula long anan aken ula long mixud mi kum to kakman. Tengi la persiang ken ban ai sumar keleng sebaram tengi mi pisah. Ndrengi ai sumar keleng sya sibir sya sibir nungpo. Ndrengi mla syu ken ban sumare ute menta pate la sukumian kan aduk bapa sya Bethany to ula long kena ken ula sngat ula pelung ula bahabreu mo ngira ngeladap dak sing kemen ka bakra ken.
Bethany Society has a unit called Roilang Livelihood Academy, which imparts skill development via crafting bamboo hut handicrafts, sewing clothes, making footwear, baking cakes, and various other such activities. Roilang also trains in setting up micro enterprises and business plans.
I changed my careers and reincarnated myself about 25 years ago, where I had qualified completely in all my professional work, but then the brain fascinated me, and human high performance, excellence in endeavor, and I started researching the brain from basics. If somebody gets 98%, he's hopeless connected to somebody who gets 99, who's hopeless compared with somebody who gets 100%. This is crazy. If you try, you fail, you learn, you win. That is the loop that is required. Try, fail, learn, win, so nobody is left behind. I'm not an employee of Bethany Society, but I'm a friend. And I'm a student in many ways. I learn from Bethany Society every day I come here. When I'm in Shillong, I make periodic visits to Bethany and just go wherever I can disturb them. And I'm not a mentor so much as a tormentor. And I disturb their status quo, I sort of shatter it. So what have you done new since I last saw you? What have you learned? Teach me something. And then I tell them, be assertive, go ahead. Show me something I don't know. I want to learn. I'm a learning superorganism. So, but the real joy of being in Bethany, I honestly believe this is sacred ground. This is hallowed ground. I come as a sinner who wants to clean up. And every time I set foot on Bethany, I feel cleaner.
On a personal note, I just want to thank you very, very much. It's been actually a pleasure having you around, because the most important thing for you as a group is you have been a part of us, but you have not imposed on us. Now that's very, very important. As you can see around, people are, they are very busy and running around. You've fitted in very well, and I personally appreciate that very, very much.
Now he's going to cut